Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G. Cole, and welcome to Homegrown, where I get to share with you some good music while talking to some great people. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do, so we can keep you updated when new material is available. We will be posting new episodes bi-weekly. Also, check out the website Homegrown with G. Cole to listen and for all things homegrown. We're also very interactive. Please follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook at MyGCole.
This is Wayne Warner saying, G Cole, legal businessman. Bang, bang, boom.
I me say this a protege, homegrown with G Cole, what you say, well make them know what reggae music we a play, hey, this is protege, the one and only representing for G Cole, you know, check it. Ease out.
And we said them not got no style like we. G Cole, them not got no style like we. None of them no wicked, no wild like we. Accurate, Kabaka Pyramid representing for the #1 selector and radio host. It's all about G Cole. Keep it locked. Accurate.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Kali. I'm hanging out with your boy G Cole on the Homegrown Show.
Yes. Welcome one and all. It is Homegrown with G. Cole. It is in fact the midday link up coming to the massive and crew right now across the globe. And listen, big up everybody watching live on Jamaicans.com. All right, gotta lodge up everybody locked in right now on homegrownwithgcole.com. Real Vibes Live's in the building also. All right, big up my Reggae Global team. Everybody, man. Everybody. And everybody logged in from near and from far. I appreciate y'all very much. Like I say all the time, give thanks for the gift of technology, making the world so much smaller, so much closer, so we can vibe out and have a good time together, all right? We're taking a minute, as always. Can't start the program without lodging up, bigging up, shouting out, saying thank you, much appreciation to all the people who are on the front lines putting it all on for us, all right? I appreciate y'all. Nurses, doctors, all right? My paramedics, my first responders, firefighters. And we say this again, let it soak in. The good law enforcement professionals, all right? The good law enforcement professionals. The whack ones? Nah. You don't know, but that's another show. But here's the deal. Thank y'all. Take a minute to share the link to your friends, to tell their friends to join us right now, because we're going to have a nice little conversation, all right? A nice convo. All right, we talking some different vibe. You know what I mean? There's nothing like a diverse artist, a multifaceted artist, an artist that maintains the realm of artistry, but from different perimeters, different spectrums, different avenues of the field. You know what I'm saying? And not very many do it as well as today's guests. All right, we're talking about Mr. AJ Brown, the man that wears many hats. All right, does a lot of things, does them all wonderfully. All right, take this minute, share the link, tell your, see, I'm doing it too. You see me looking down, I got my phone. I'm telling folks because then I don't want nobody vexed with me and say, G Cole, you never, you know what I mean? It happens on a daily, all right? Especially on a day like today, we got special guests in the building. I don't want nobody to say, yo, man, never, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do, and you know how they do, all right? So take a minute. Again, large up everybody, and I'm gonna say this again, large up of course to all of those kids that just graduated. The world is yours, man. Y'all up next, all right? Y'all up next. You got the world up next, and we're hoping for the best from you. All right, the generations that preceded us, man, so they dropped the ball here and there, but I'm confident that you guys will be doing the right thing. All right, so do what you've got to do, enjoy your summer break, and then let's get back to reality. All right, stay safe out there. For all those people acting like COVID's gone, like it packed up and move out, watch what I'm going. All right, just be careful, be safe out there. If you don't want to protect you, do me a favor, protect me. Do what you've got to do. All right, spread some love, celebrate. Let's get back into that feeling of kinship and fellowship and family. But of course, be safe about it. If grandma's at the crib, but violate yourself out the road and then come back, come get grandma compromised. All right, it don't work that way. That's not what we're doing. So we got a vibe for you today. We squeeze off a tune, squeeze off another something for you, a special one, and we got to talk to Mr. AJ Brown about an upcoming event that you don't want to miss. When I say you don't want to miss it, you don't want to miss it. All right. So if you're in town, get ready, make plans, block your calendar. All right. We're going to give you the dates and everything. If you're out of town, you have time to get here. You're there, travel agent, get the car gassed up, go get your oil changed, do what you've got to do, but you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss. When I say you don't want to miss, I say you don't want to miss. All right? We got you covered though, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into this one right here. Again, today's guest, Mr. AJ Brown. And we're going to chop it up.
What can I do to make it better?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go right into it. Today's guest is in the building. AJ, Wagwan King, what up?
Holy Pagwan, G. It's been a while. It's been a year. It's been a year since we spoke.
I saw time fly
on the radio, but
I saw time fly.
Believe it or not.
Wow.
You know? But it's good to know that we are sharing some time
right now. I love it. I love it. Always a pleasure to sit down with the iron, chop it up. And of course, the masters watching in too today. They've been waiting patiently.
Yeah, man. Homegrown massive. What I said?
Easy.
If you're out there somewhere feeling lonely, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Just to make it authentic.
Mad. And immediately after this, I cut that one, I edit that one. That's my soundbite. You know what I mean? But it's all good. You know, speaking of dropping that tune in, you know what? I might have asked you this before, but I'm going to ask again. Come feel say a triplet. Yeah. So you got AJ Brown is out there doing AJ Brown. AJ Brown is doing Third World. AJ Brown is doing the visual arts. Where you find time to do something, AJ?
And AJ Brown is doing some philanthropic thing with some summer classes and you know, teaching art and voice.
I'm kind of a triplet. Let me hear where you are. I try on them.
For real, all right. For real.
They say you never see Batman or Bruce Lee in the same building yet. I feel you. My brother.
Yeah, some nice things happening in terms of just stretching the envelope and you know, just trying to do a virtual cloning or whatever you call it. I don't know.
Right. But we got to do what we got to do.
Exactly.
The people want, you know, I always wonder for artists like yourself, because we use the word artist. There's only one way to say artist. It's almost like you can't pluralize it, right? So when we say artist, we may be speaking about a person doing a form of the arts, right? But when we're talking to you and say artist, we're talking about multiple facets of the arts.
Yeah.
Now, we have this COVID situation that's going on almost 2 years now, slowing down the world at large when it comes to the traveling on the stage and so forth. Yeah. For a creative like yourself, does it hamper creativity, or it just you can vacillate from one avenue to the other? So it's just like, you know what, I'm over here doing something else.
Yeah, that is really what it does. It kind of you know, when the course of the river is trying to be trained. In other words, you know, man, I try to train the course of the river, but the river flows a certain way. So then we change it, you know, and go and the water flow in a different direction.
Right.
But it's the same flow in terms of, you know, the strength of the river.
Yeah, you can't control that.
No, it just goes in. You can possibly dam it or whatever, but you know,
the river gonna be the river.
The river is gonna be the river. You know what I mean? And that's the situation with me and my creative expressions. The fact the only thing is that I'm not able to share the live aspect of performance, and that is part of the immediate gratification of my the business that I'm in. Right. Because we're into immediate gratification. Once you go out there, you perform. Right. You elicit a immediate reaction. Yeah. And that's what the crowd. That's what it's all about with live entertainment. Wow. So that's what I'm upset about, because nothing can tell me say this was not it orchestrated energy.
It look fishy. I'm not a regular fish now. It look salmon. It look sardine. I'm just saying, it look fishy, AJ.
Yeah, man. And it's
trust me.
And it's going to and it's revealing itself that it's about population control, Virgin.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And
They don't even do a good job of hiding it either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lie to
You
me.
know. but okay. When
Where's episode 2?
Yeah, episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah, just suffice it to say that them fees them can curtail people's behaviors and actions and creative ability, but
The word you use is control, because truth be told, it seems to me like okay, we got to figure out a way to control stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from when we talk about weed and say it never got to the point of legalization or close to it until they found a way to control. Before, when they had zero control and there was no how am I tax this, how am I regulate this, it was just not going to be legalized.
Right.
So this almost seems like a piece of the control mechanism.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you
but
go.
luckily we got people like yourself that keep us at home inspired, and I understand that situation of. It's funny how the stage represents real life. You mentioned that immediate gratification from the masses. It's the same thing at home when you can't see your cousin, you can't see your sister, you can't see your father and your moms. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can only imagine, and you being accustomed to being out there with the people.
Sure.
Brother.
Let me tell you, man.
Brother.
But see, the good thing about social media now and the different technological advancement is that them can't stop it.
Yeah.
Them can only try control it, but
Right,
them
right.
can't even stop it. So we find ways by Zoom meetings and keeping in touch virtually.
Yeah.
But they can do it so much and no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they must open up back because
Free up the thing.
they must shoot themselves in the foot when
Yeah.
they really check it.
His name gamble and lose. Gamble and lose. You
know?
try to gamble on the folks. And no, I saw you post something one time with your son. Is he an artist? He's dope like that with a haircut?
Yes, he sings.
Yeah?
And he's into the whole creative thing, right? I mean, he's 12 years old. He's
Right.
He's searching, but yeah, he's
got it.
Vibe I go on.
Cool, man. Cool. Now, how rewarding is it? And sometimes it's not you pushing it on them or whatever, but how rewarding is it to sit and watch him do it, especially when we are coming up and some of the pioneers and the OGs and the people who have done it well. We have to rely on ourselves for everything. It's not that mom and dad never love you and support the thing, but mom and dad had other things to do, right? But you and other parents who have creative children to be there to be able to help them and nurture them and you know what I mean? That whole support system of knowing that, listen, if it's that you love it though, daddy love it too, daddy got you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How different do you think that effect is on these youths versus what we came up with?
Well, the I'm an open parent. I try to observe and see what I go on with him. I try to influence what he does, and I know that he's influenced by what I do because I try to lead by example.
Right.
And I do things around the house to show that, hey, that is doing what he has to.
Right.
And to create an environment that they can be comfortable in.
Right.
For him, just being around the house, listening to him voice out. When I'm in the bathroom, it's like wow.
Yeah.
You
He impresses you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are sometimes I'm doing recordings, I'll say, come sing a little harmony thing,
Yeah.
just to get him accustomed, familiar with the whole recording and the studio thing and whatever.
And harmonies.
And
So he in there singing, and 'cause that is to me the toughest part of the gig,
yeah, the harmony part.
Yo.
But he's level-headed,
Yeah.
getting A's, B's.
Yeah. that's what's up.
And so I'm proud of him, proud of what he's doing so far.
Right.
My other kids who have grown up and they've all graduated with degrees now, which for me is a real accomplishment as a parent because you know, you want stuff for them, but when they achieve it for themselves, that's
It's an awesome feeling.
Yeah. So, you know,
That's what's up.
so that is just continuing in doing what he needs to do to maintain certain qualities of life. See? And the AJ Paint and Sip is one of them, coming up on the 10th of July. And it's going to be at Donna's in Margate. Big up all the folks at Donna Restaurant chain. And also the folks who are at Aja Foundation, AJAH Foundation, AJAH Foundation. They're the ones who support my art, the art aspect of my career.
The visual arts.
Yeah, the visual arts. You know, big up to Lana Williams. So the intent is to roll out a series of paint and sips. I'm part of a cadre of artists who will be part of the events that the monthly paint and sip events.
Right.
So mine is on the 10th of July.
So this is not a one-time thing.
No, I'm trying not to
Right,
make it a one-time thing. You know,
Right.
it's the intention to have it is to have it monthly, whether it's me or someone else.
Right.
Because as you know, tour life coming up again with
Around the
Third World,
corner.
and I'll be on the road, so I have to schedule dates and make sure that things slot in. But the thing about paint and sip is the whole thing of sharing, sharing the with the arts, and the what I'm doing is just getting folks just open and look at what art does for them and for the community. With the Aja Foundation, they are into a lot of things that help the youths in the community here in Fort Lauderdale.
Nice.
And it's been a really good symbiotic relationship, and so I'm looking forward to making this paint and sip series a success with the help of folks like you and people who understand that the arts is a very important part of human existence.
Absolutely.
Yes,
The last one, when the world was real and turning, right? When you had it in the gallery, right? I really loved the gallery. I love the environment and so forth. But when I look at it differently now, I say to myself, they're probably everything for a reason now. There's probably a benefit to the scenario right now in that when the art's in the gallery, people who are a fan of art, they know where to find art. And they'll know that AJ's in the gallery, we'll go check it out, right? But when you're in a place like you're going to be right now, Donna's, right? It's not just the folks who know art.
Right. Exactly.
People will be able to pass by, and if you don't know art, if you don't have an affinity for art, if you're not inclined and cultured toward the arts, you get a glimpse of it, and then that's no different from music. And it's like hearing a song that you never heard before.
Yes, sir.
And oh snap, that song they're bad. I'm gonna go get the album there.
Yeah.
So for all the people who are in the Margate area, or just a drive down 441, right? Turn in to that Donna's. It's in the, like we said, the Penn Dutch Plaza is what everybody call it. The Penn Dutch is no longer there, but it's going to be known as the Penn Dutch Plaza forever, right? And that's where we're going to be. We'll drop the address and everything for them later. But I think it's actually beneficial to have it now. It's like you took it from the controlled environment and put it out to the masses. So in other words, instead of the masses coming to me, I'm bringing this artwork to the masses, and I really dig that. Was that by design? Was that your...
No, I'm well, paint and sips have been going on for long before me
Right.
put on this one. So it's part of the landscape of the art scene. The thing is, being able to just create an event or a social gathering where people can just come and do something different and tap into their creative expressions, or just do something that take their mind off of the everyday grind, or you know what I mean, and maybe learn something about themselves. Just doing that exercise of painting and learn about art.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's and it's not just art, because you don't know. My brand, will be touching a couple tunes here
Cool,
and there, because you
man.
don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. So it's
You gotta incorporate it too.
That's my brand of paint and sip, where it's not just painting and drinking, but
So we're painting, we're sipping, and we're singing.
Yeah, sing.
Cool. I dig that. And
real.
loosely translated, and I'm gonna drop this out there for all the people who not really see a nice entertainment show for the last however long. You come check out some artwork, and again, you might get some tune. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying. All right. AJ never say. I mean, say it. You know what I mean? So the words of G. Cole does not represent those of AJ Brown, but come out and support the thing. No, you know what I always wonder when it comes to the visual arts, especially when somebody does both, is the creative process, the creative feeling, the creative formula. How different is it in terms of creating music per se, in adverse to creating the visual arts?
Well, I would equate it to energy, or a form of energy. You don't know it. Electricity is electricity, but what do you use it for? You use it for watch your TV. You do it for see where you're going. You do it to charge your phone. You know what I mean? So So the that's the whole thing with art and creativity. The creative process goes through different form and formats. For me, I can, when I write music, for instance, I will get inspired by, either a conversation with someone,
Right.
Something that I've experienced, something that they have experienced. I might be watching a movie and hear a couple line or two, and that is enough to trigger something.
Right.
Might be, just chilling and look up nice sky and enjoy the weather and then appreciate, the
Some
weather,
inspiration.
and what it does for I'm just saying how creative expressions can be triggered. And so it's the same thing with art and painting and and drawing. It's just the way how you are able to express what you feel through that medium.
Right.
And then after that, now things become like value added.
Right.
Like with even the paint and sip. The paint and sip is more like a value added product.
Right.
With the two disciplines that I have, which is music and art. There will be products on sale as well. Tiles with designs on it, and
Wow.
and T-shirts, and with my paintings on it, stuff like that.
So a lot of the originals that are out there are some of the originals for sale, or are we just selling replicas?
Well, some of them are what they call G-clay reproductions, which is prints on canvas. I paint on canvas, but I can sell the same image
Right.
on canvas, but it's printed.
I got you.
We're still using paint. We're still,
Right.
but it's not my hand that it's just being
I understand.
printed on. To say that those are the value-added products that can now come from the creative expression that folks can have as momentum.
Nice.
For real.
And you mentioned it being a monthly thing, so I guess because you've got a lot of artwork, the artwork, just like you got a lot of tunes where you can't sing all of them
For
every
real.
night.
Exactly.
So there'll be situations where you can also rotate stuff.
Yeah, because in this particular on the 10th of July, it would be more of an abstract piece we'll be focusing on, so that I can it will be a quick little description of what abstract is.
Wow.
Abstract art, and how it is how you arrive at a piece of abstract work, and so that's the edification part of it, or edutainment, or
Right. So we're learning as we go.
Right.
Love it. Love it.
To be able to impart my knowledge to folks who may not have known or may not know
Right.
the process, or
Right.
the reason, or
Right,
for those creative things or art.
Wow.
You know?
I dig that.
Yeah, for real.
dig that.
For real.
The first time when I was a kid and in school and getting in touch with the arts, the visual arts, which me can't draw a straight line, so something I have to just accept what you can do and what you can't do. So, but when I was a kid coming in and you talk about abstract art, that was one of the things that they imparted upon us. And we talk about the Pablo Picassos of the world, which is an abstract pioneer and a favorite of many artists. When it comes to the visual arts, who would you say is one of your favorites?
Well, when I was at school and I was graduating, you don't know, you have to do your thesis on whatever, and my thesis was on Vincent van Gogh.
Wow.
Vincent van Gogh is an artist from the Netherlands, from Amsterdam, and that's where his museum is right now, but he's a product from the Renaissance age of European art, and just his approach to work, to working was like was inspiring to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
One of your
but there are so many artists that I admire. Claude Monet, another one, Manet. Then Toulouse-Lautrec. There are so many American artists that you can their names just kind of
No, I feel you. I feel it's a lot.
But pretty much the whole scene of art is an industry, and it's good to be a part of the whole system of creative expression. So
I love that.
yeah, for real.
And you mentioned the thesis. The last time you were here, we were able to get into a lot of that. Today, shorter things, and we're getting into the show coming up. But for those people, you hear that, right? We're talking about a trained, educated artist, all right? Not just and don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with just passion and nurturing your passion. But we're talking about that's what you went to college for.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So get him a look up. I just talked to him a little bit about that part of it, the formal training of art, because again, a lot of people look at it as just, I got some natural talent and I start stroking. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him a little bit about that.
The whole thing about my art career started when I went to Cornwall College in Montego Bay. My first art teacher was Mr. McLeod. I'm not sure if he's still alive, but I got the direction from him at that time. When I left Cornwall, did 2 years, I was able to do 2 years of that was before your time, but government, 2 years government service in Jamaica, the National Youth Service.
Right. It's a couple years different, AJ. A couple years different. Ain't that far away.
but it was the National Youth Service that was created by the PNP government at the time. There was this whole thing about being, having a nation that was self-sufficient and getting the kids them responsible and rah, 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 rah. So I did my 2 years National Youth Service at the St. James Parish Library. And what I used to do was to create art displays for the different branches in the whole parish of St. James.
Right.
So I would, the library would, take me to the different branches. I would, do designs to showcase, just to inspire folks.
And this is before music.
It was kind of, yes.
Okay,
Yes, because at that time I was singing at nights. While I was working in the days, I was singing at nights at a place named Banana Boat Club in Montego Bay. So I was doing youth service in the day and the entertainment at nights. But with that was what Mr. McLeod helped me to do, be able to at least start me off with that.
Right.
And then when I finished the 2 years and decided I wanted to go to art school now. I went to Edna Manley College. Before it was Edna Manley College.
Right. Big up Edna.
It was Jamaica School of Art.
Right.
And we were like they had it was a cultural training complex actually. That's
right.
And what happened was that all the different creative institutions were merged.
Gotcha.
So School of Dance, School of Art, School of Music, and School of Drama came together, and so they were in one area on I think it's Tom Redcom Drive.
Campus, just one bag of creatives on one campus.
Me, I tell you, man,
Wow.
it was really a stroke of genius. Whoever came up with that idea, was like, and so we were like the guinea pigs. We were the first set of students to do the merger, and I was at the art part. I'm surprised. Curiously,
not the music. Wow.
So I that's how I did spend 4 years.
Wow.
I graduated, and while I was doing that, the other entertainment career
Right.
blossomed as well.
Right.
So I was going to school in the days and doing shows on the coast at nights.
Nice.
So with that, I was able to nurture more both disciplines.
Right.
To the point where
Wow.
so And I repeated it again when I went to Vegas.
Right.
It was kind of interesting. But when I graduated from Edna Manley and then eventually went to Las Vegas, and part of the contractual arrangement with the Mirage was that they would pay my university tuition, and so I was able to go to school in the days and perform at nights, and I eventually graduated with a Bachelor of Arts.
Nice.
So I'm not using, it's kind of, I've been playing off of
one or the other.
One or the other as we went along, over the years. Yeah.
Till now.
Even now. Yeah.
I always wonder when it comes to the arts, because when I see, even you mentioned paint and sip and then incorporate the music, right? That's in a, like I said, semi-controlled environment, a small scale. You're going across the globe and performing more so music for the masses. Do you ever see, and I guess the concern sometimes could be stuff getting damaged in transit, but could you see where the landscape of music will change, where there is an outlet where that merger could be done international too? So AJ Brown's on tour, you know what I mean, doing music and art. Is that possibility potential?
That is what I vision. And the whole thing is that maybe as we talk, it's going out in the air. It's in the cosmos, so in the universe. So I've always visioned, multi-talented entertainers being able to either merge or create a basket of creative expressions that can become brands.
Wow.
And hopefully it will manifest itself in my lifetime, but it is something that I'll be working towards personally. So
I dig that. And you've been the guinea pig for so many other things before. You might as well just keep being a guinea pig right now, right? So
for real.
I dig it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the event coming up on the 10th of July. First of all, best month. Bar none, best month. 2 days shy of the best day of the year, but it's all good. Best month, July 10th, Donna's in Margate.
I feel your birthday.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm gonna drop the address for them. As a matter of fact, I'll pull it up while we do what we do. But I think it's something not to be missed. Especially we've been so caged up for so long. Right? Yeah. It's a nice environment to come out and experience a plethora of different things, because like I said, this is one of the few situations we'll be able to experience a trifecta, you know what I mean? Get some grub, get some sips, you know what I mean? See some visual arts, and like I said, hear some music and whatnot. And you never know, this is AJ Brown, so you never know who's gonna come out to support him. So some of your favorite people might be in the building too.
Yeah, see?
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
So trust, and again, it's a monthly thing. This is just one. Just like AJ has an immense catalog musically, there is a vast catalog of artwork to visual art. So, come through, don't miss any of it. Come through and see what you're seeing on the 10th. And when the next date comes through, come through and see what has shifted and what has changed and what not, and just get into it. Make it a monthly.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? There's so many things we subscribe to on a monthly. Subscribe to this on a monthly. And I think it needs to grow. All the people who are within the art scene, within the music scene, especially reggae, we got to come together and put as much effort in as is possible. This needs to be something that never ends.
And the good thing about this is that, okay, let's say you have a girlfriend and you just want to hang out.
Something different.
It's just something you and she can bond with.
Cool.
Or you can, bring your kids. And the only thing is, it's a limited space.
Oh, okay.
Very limited space. So, if you intend to come or be part of it, you have to go get your tickets. Now.
Where do they get the tickets from?
It's they can check AsiaFoundation.com ajafoundation.com.
That's AJAH.
Ajafoundation.com. And that's where you'll be able to get your tickets.
Okay.
So check www.ajahfoundation.com. And you'll be able to get your tickets there. There's very few left.
Right.
And space is limited, so
Which is to be expected right now. And the other thing too, pretty much is it's a good thing too, because when we try to get some good entertainment, sometimes we go someplace and it's just too ram. AJ, man, I don't know. I go somewhere, I get aggravated, yo. I try to bump to my favorite tune, and my elbow touch another elbow. I'm like, yeah, the elbow feel here like for me. Dang. You know what I'm saying? So it's a control.
control thing.
Control thing.
Yeah,
so less people. It is 3213 North State Road 7. Margate 33063. 3213 North State Road 7, Margate, Florida 33063. We'll post it again a little bit later. But of course, again, I'll just say this. It's not to be missed. It's not to be missed. Go to ajafoundation.com, AJAHfoundation.com. Get those tickets. Can they go at Donna's and buy tickets too?
No.
No?
No.
All right, just
to
check
get
it.
it through Aja Foundation.
Okay, all right. So, hey, sorry, I was going to tell you, get a number 2 and I get that jerk chicken and I think it ain't working that way. All right, so that's what the thing. Well, and that's a good thing too, because you know what? If that was the case, none of y'all would be able to buy a ticket. It'd already be sold out.
Exactly.
So do what you got to do. AJ, also drop your social media for the masses so they know where they can keep up with you, because they got to.
Well, I have my website. It's www.ajbootsbrown.com. My website, my Facebook is AJ Brown fan page.
I want AJ Brown there, so just look up the thing. You won't get lost. If a picture of me come up, it ain't it. But you know what AJ looks like? I just put AJ Brown.
Exactly, right.
You on Instagram too, right?
Yes, I'm on Instagram. So, AJ Boots Brown.
And reach out for those people who are, again, because you have a lot of people out there who are they're resourced. And they're looking for things to, whether it be invest in or just be a part of, or to be on the ground floor, the startups, reach out to the artists, reach out on Instagram, reach out on Facebook, have a convo. You never know.
Yes, sir.
Could be the start of it getting on the elevator and going to the penthouse. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
that's what it's all about. Sneak, we have to try to get what kind of information we can get to. I know we can't make too much plans right now because things, tomorrow ain't promised, as well as the climate is as such.
Yes, sir.
But people are making plans, and pending it works out. Outside of that, you ready for the road? We're about to see you out there with a band and or even solo.
Oh man.
You say cabin fever?
I am sorry for the next two venues. Because they are gonna be ground zero. You know what I mean?
Wait, so we have to take out 2 years of lockdown on you.
Yeah, man. Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh man, it's on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Atlanta. What the place name again? Georgia, but
Google, Facebook, Instagram. It's there. It's there. Where is it? Some stage I go get flattened.
May I tell you, Rasta? There's a feel good festival. And it's gonna be, the 17th is at the Bayfront Festival Park, Duluth, Minnesota. That's the 17th. And then on the 18th, it is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia.
Ladies
And it's the Lake Pavilion in Griffin, Georgia.
Okay. Griffin, Georgia.
Yeah.
Cool.
So trust me.
Yeah.
Those two venues are going to be ground zero.
Yes, these are going to be the final shows there. They're going to have to reconstruct the venue after that because AJ is taking out a whole bunch of frustration for the last almost 2 years on the stage. But it's a frustration that the fans will enjoy and will never see anything like it again. go support the thing. It's art, it's music. AJ Brown, much appreciated.
Yes,
much
I.
appreciated.
Yes, I.
And again, all the Massive and Crew media pass through, man. The media places pass through because it's bigger than just you. It's bigger than just me. This is an us thing. You know what I mean? And we have to the arts. I remember speaking to even Lila Ike when she was younger, and she said when she told her mom she wanted to go be an artist, her mom was like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? What I love about you and the visual arts and how it pertains to not just your child but others is most times when you grow up, your dreams and goals, it feels unsupported, but it's because our parents don't know anybody who's succeeded at it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So a lot of times, me I tell my mother, say, "Yo, I want to be a singer." She sees some successful singers on TV, but she doesn't have a neighbor or a co-worker that's a successful singer. You, on the other hand, you're there and you're promoting your art. You're a successful singer, artist, and so forth. And they have it's tangible. They can come out and reach out to you. They can talk to you. They can see you.
Without a
And
doubt.
so bring the kids out. You know what I mean? Kids, I flip it now. Bring your parents out. You drag them out. You know what I mean?
for real.
So they can see that this thing is real. It ain't no TV thing. This art thing, it's real.
I spent last year. This is my second year teaching voice and art. And last year I when I had my batch of students, they have some 8 or 9 year old, and they must sell them pieces now.
Cool now.
On Aja Foundation.
Wow.
Based on the fact that I was able to impart.
Right.
Right. And we are living in the age of content, brethren.
Content is king.
Content is king right now. And music is content, art is content. So the no disrespect to the lawyers and doctors that my parents believed that
Was the only way to go. You're going to be a lawyer, a doctor.
You know what I mean? And
It's a new day.
yes, sir.
It's a new day.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, before we wrap, I'm gonna ask you to talk to 2 sets of people out there. Let's drop a line for them because I think they're gonna need to hear this.
Yeah.
One, the parents. Drop a line that the parents need to hear in terms of art and why they need to make sure that their kids are involved in the arts.
Well, as far as I know, scientifically, your brain is wired in certain way, the human brain. So the cognitive aspect of your brain, and you've always heard of right side and left side hemisphere, and those things have to, the as far as I know, the left side of the brain has to do with spatial and cognitive, and creative
Right.
expressions are approaches. So what needs to happen is that if human beings are using less than a certain percentage of their
Right.
brain, it means that there's so much space. There's so much ways or space for expand or
Right.
for grow or for
Right.
for understand about yourself as a human being.
Right.
And on art and music are those vehicles to even knowing more about yourself and your creator too, as brethren.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
if you are created in the likeness of God, right, and in the image and likeness, and it must mean that certain creative aspect of life is an expression of God's love.
It's divinity, whether we want to realize it or not.
You see me? I
Yeah.
say when you look around and you see
Yeah.
what creation is. When
Yeah.
you're in this world, you're in this world for a minute.
Yeah.
But when you can look around and see what has been created out of dust and
Yeah. Wow.
The dirt and dust and
Why?
some chemicals and some.
Yeah.
You know?
A potter like no other. It's amazing, you know. We still don't think about it
Yeah.
sometimes. You know, from the vastness of the blue sky to the vastness of the ocean.
Yeah.
The green, no matter how dire things is, there's always a place you can look at some greenery.
Me, I tell you, Rasta, and you know, and I'm not showing you this because these are germs, you know. But look how pretty they are, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not saying that.
The one that's
that you know. I mean, in your dead, you know, they won't kill you, you know.
Yeah,
But
but they
just
look
looking
good.
at them.
come like some girl out the road. I didn't say it.
Oh my God.
Come like some girl
Well,
out the road.
I'm glad I didn't say that, guys.
They say that's not from AJ. And one more thing I always wonder. You mentioned the classes, right? And of course, you coming up and nurturing your art and your creativity in a formal space as much as an informal space. I always wonder when it comes to art, painting, drawing. Is it yes? There are schools out there you can go and you can nurture, you can expand upon what you already have. But is it a situation where if you have it, and you can improve upon it, or is it something you can learn out of the blue from scratch?
You can learn, man. You can learn out of the blue, and you know, there are self-taught musicians, self-taught artists, people who just you know,
Right.
grow up knowing, just and expressing. So feel confident knowing that you can express what you express. You know, without having to feel intimidated of somebody else who does what they do.
Right.
You know what I mean? They do what they do.
Right.
But you can do what you what you know and still achieve.
Right.
And so parents, you know, observe your kids. Be observant, see what them do, and don't try to train them in such a way. And when I say train, I talk about river train. In other words, don't try
Steer them what
steer
you
them
want
to
them.
want them to do,
Yeah.
but kind of give them their way. They give them a little leeway, you know.
Be themselves.
So them can express. Kids, you know, listen to be observant as well. Look around, see what other kids are doing. You know, sometimes when you're given advice, you know, take them and you know, expand upon them.
Heed.
You know, you may not want to do exactly what you're told, because either way you're gonna learn. You know.
One way or another. My grandmother used to say, listen and pick sense out of nonsense.
You know, whether you take the advice or not, you're gonna learn something.
Right.
You know what I mean? What to do and what not to do.
But listen.
So you know, that's all I can say at this time.
I dig that.
see
I
me?
dig that. And again, July 10th.
July 10th,
What time?
3:00. We kick it off, and it's gonna be really, really short. Within 2 hours, I'll be done.
It's a nice evening, early vibes.
Right. So you don't know it, how we stay as Jamaicans. We feel so by you tell a man three. You know what I mean?
See you 5 o'clock. 7 o'clock. No.
If you come too late, you're gonna miss everything. You know what I
So
mean?
3 o'clock is 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock is 3 o'clock.
3 to 5.
Right.
And again, you're getting art, you're getting sips, you're getting music, and the whole nine. Again, Donna's Restaurant in Margate. Once more, I'm gonna drop that address for you all. It is 3213 North State Road 7 in Margate. 33063 for your GPS. All right, AJ Brown's gonna be there. It's gonna be off the Hizzle. I've seen some of the artwork before, and when I tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing. All right, come out and support the movement. And 10th, which is this Saturday.
Yes, sir.
All right, and then 3 o'clock. Sir, give thanks to them. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks.
Give thanks to you for affording me the time for
Pleasure.
for drop in and share.
A pleasure,
Same.
as
For real.
always.
Yes, sir.
Big up massive on crew on Jamaicans.com. Everybody listening in on homegrownwithgcole.com. For all those people, I afterwards, I get in here and I respond to everybody. I'm going to slide one more joint before we get up out of here, but thank you all so much. It's AJ Brown.
And I say, it's all right. Go ahead and be yourself. Feel good. It's all right.
Lighter! Another soundbite. I got it. Remember, if you haven't yet subscribed to the podcast, it's available on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, YouTube, wherever you're listening to podcasts, we're there, right? It's a good time. It's a good vibe. And thank you all so much for everybody who rocked out with us today. I appreciate y'all big time. It's G. Cole, it's AJ Brown, it's the Midday Link Up, it's Jamaicans.com. We got to go.
Be safe, be kind, and be good to each other. My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.